And we are live. What's going on, TJ? Hey. I'm not supposed to call you TJ. What's going on?
You know I'm the Todd father. You know that.
You're the Todd father.
Yeah.
Well, listen, man. I got some information for you, but I'm going to hold that off until the second show because we have a very special show tonight, and I'm super excited about it. We have been working on talking with a patient, a cannabis patient, which is, you know, not something that's terribly uncommon, right?
It's common now.
Very common. But how common is it for it to be a 92-year-old?
What?
92. And she, who's going to be on our show tonight, we'll introduce her in a second, she started when she was 88.
Wow. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. So really excited to introduce to our audience Rachel. And Rachel is from New Orleans. And welcome to the show, Rachel. How are you? Well, we can't hear Rachel. Let's see if we can get her turned on real quick. All right, so is there a mute button on your side, Rachel, that you can unlock? There we go.
I think it's
there we go.
Rachel, how you doing?
There we go.
Rachel, welcome to the show. Welcome to Late Night Green. We are so thrilled to have you. How are you this evening?
It's past my bedtime. It's almost past.
Well, we do apologize for that, but we just keep you up a little bit later.
That's okay. That's
yes,
okay.
Yeah, so
I'll
we'll apologize ahead of time for keeping you up past your bedtime.
Well, but the name of the show is Late Night Green, so
it is a little bit.
It's the thing.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a little bit late. So, Rachel, we're super excited to have you on. Control room, if you can back off the music that's on, that would be great. And Rachel, what we would love to know is more about you. And so we're going to spend, the next half hour, 40 minutes talking about your background and your life, and maybe tell us how we got to this point. So, but before that, I'll let you go ahead and introduce yourself. Tell us a little bit about yourself and where you're from, and then we'll go from there.
Well, I was born on a farm, actually, in Sussex County, New Jersey, long time ago, on a farm. It was a dairy farm.
Okay.
My father had cows, yeah. And I was born at home, and I don't remember that, though. So after that, we moved to North Jersey.
Okay.
And I lived there. Okay. And when I got married in 1964, I moved with my husband to St. Thomas, the Virgin Islands. And we lived there for about 5 years. Yes.
And how was that?
My husband was an adventurer. Yes.
How was living in the Virgin Islands for 5 years?
Well, it was, I couldn't get off the island. I was used to driving all around New Jersey. Yeah, no. So I had 2 children. First of all, I had my son in New Jersey, Andre, and when he was 6 months old, we moved to St. Thomas. Then I had my daughter.
We lost.
2 years old, I decided we would move back to New Jersey because they were going to be ready to start school, and I knew the schools in Jersey.
Sure.
And that's it. What else? Then we came. Where did we go? I forget.
Yeah, you stayed in South Jersey most of your life.
Oh yeah, I lived, and then my husband decided we would go to South Jersey because the boardwalk was there, Atlantic City, and people were prosperous. They had stores, and my husband was going to go into business there.
Pre-casinos, right?
Yeah, pre-casinos.
Before the casinos.
I guess you saw the famous horses jump into the pool.
Yes. I never saw that, though.
Steel Pier.
Yeah, the Steel Pier.
The Steel Pier, yeah.
So we landed in a town 10 miles from Atlantic City, Egg Harbor Town, Jersey, and we bought 15 acres. I had 15 acres there, a little farm.
Wow.
Nice.
actually.
And what kind of farm was that, Rachel?
Just woods. I
Oh,
was
is
in the
this?
woods.
Oh, you weren't producing anything on the
I
farm?
didn't even have a road. I didn't even have a paved road to my house. And I had 15 acres of land there. Yeah.
Gotcha.
And I stayed there for 50 years. 30 with my
Wow.
husband until he passed away, and then 20 on my own. 50 years I
Wow.
lived in that house.
So Rachel,
Yes.
Rachel, tell our audience how old you are right now.
92
And when I s-
years.
when I first saw your pictures that Andre sent me, it was
And
I could not believe you're 92. You know, it's
Yeah, and
you
know,
look
I don't
about
believe
20.
my mind still tells me I'm 40, but I can't do all the things I used to do when I was 40. You know, but I think I can, but I can't. My body is, yeah.
Must tell you, you look fabulous, and I think you may be the
I
original.
feel good. My health is good. Thank God, my health is good.
And we're
I
going to talk
walk
about
around.
we're going to talk about why your health feels good, because we think we have some of the answers that we know, but but I will tell you, Rachel, you look about 20 years less than your age, and I find it
Thank
just
you.
amazing. And
Thank
when
you.
you said that you feel 40, when we spoke beforehand, you were giving it to us good. So there was no delay in any of the conversations. So no, I'm blown away by your age and the fact that you just don't look your age. So
The original Jersey girl.
the Jersey girl. So
Yes.
what? So yeah, there you go, Todd. So yeah, stay in
What
frames.
happened?
So one of the things that we want to know is that, you know, one of the things that I spoke to Andre and we talked about in our pre-show is that you are a cannabis patient. You're 92, but you did not start until you were 88. So, and we find that absolutely amazing. So, why don't you tell us what happened at 88 where you decided to take a look at cannabis as a medicine, which is, you know, how we see it.
Well, my husband and I started we had a gift store in Egg Harbor Township, just outside of Atlantic City, I told you. And people were asking for papers and bongs and all of that stuff. So my husband looked into it, and he he was a New Yorker, not a New Yorker really, but he lived there. And he bought some papers, and people came in and bought papers, and we had to buy screens for pipes. Don't ask me, and I didn't know anything about it. But that little business of selling papers and pipes paid the rent for the store. So
That is truly amazing. So how long was this store within your family? How long was the tenure on that?
we stayed there 10 years,
1970 to
not
1980.
from 1970 to 1980.
And so
Yeah.
the primary function of the business was, again, because that
It
wasn't
was
your
a gift store.
it was a gift store. So
It was,
but
yeah, but that we had a little section for the pipes and papers.
Tell them why. Tell them why. How it started with the water pipes.
Oh well, what do you mean? How did they
The
start?
Indian Aragilis. The
Yeah, we had
hookahs.
the hookahs. And the kids used to come in and want to buy those, and I said, "What for?" You know, I'm from Lebanon. My parents were from Lebanon, not me, but I've been there. But they smoked the water pipes, you know, but with tobacco, not with marijuana.
with a hookah before
Hookah,
hookah. Yep. Mm-hmm. And so when they came to your store, they obviously found the opportunity to get some glass pieces and some papers and obviously things to
Right.
further their cannabis usage.
Right.
And so
Yes.
how
I knew
big
nothing
and
about. Or,
say again, Rachel?
I knew nothing about. Yeah, I'm sorry. Go
You
ahead.
keep saying you know nothing about that, Rachel.
I didn't know about marijuana. No.
Back
So
then.
how
Back
was it
then.
back then? You
Yeah.
know, it was, you know, tougher back in the day to sell, you know, papers and things like that. A lot of laws
Yeah, but
against
we
it?
could sell those things, and I didn't understand that.
You sold it as tobacco products, though. It was for tobacco. You had to say the word
So
tobacco.
tobacco.
Yeah, so that was and I appreciate you adding that, Andre, because that was the way to cover the ability to sell that. But did you ever have any problems? Were there any type of did you ever get shaken?
Never did.
No,
Never did. No.
that's fantastic.
No.
That's great.
They were the only store in town, and I think that's why they got away with it for so long.
No, we weren't the only store. After a
Later,
while,
later everybody picked up on
everybody
it.
had it. Yeah.
You were the
But,
store.
Well, I mean, listen. Back in the day, it wasn't readily available everywhere. So those places who did have it, they had a regular trade going on. So
And we were in a mall. We had our store in a mall at that time.
Okay, it's a perfect place.
So is it safe to say that this one corner of your store produced? Well, I'm not going to assume that. What type of revenue, in terms of a percentage, did that corner was that a significant part of your business?
Well, I know it helped pay the rent.
Help pay the
no.
rent. So
Yeah.
that makes
Help
it. I would say that makes it significant. When you use the money to pay the rent, that's
I mean,
significant.
people came in, yes.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
back to where we were before. So what happened at the ripe age of 88 that had you, thinking or rethinking how cannabis could be used within your world as a medicine?
Your arthritis.
Huh?
Your arthritis.
My I have
Julie
arthritis,
asked
and
you.
everybody said marijuana was good for you, but I didn't believe it. I don't know whether it helps or not. I'm still good, but I still ache, and I still have some aches and pains.
Sure. I mean, it's a like any type of medicine. It's not it's sometimes it's a cure all, sometimes it's not a cure all. Did you have friends that were using it before 88 that you were exposed to, and was this like a slow process?
Not in New Jersey. No, not in New Jersey. No.
And
You
how
met them all
about
here in New Orleans?
I did.
Yeah, how did you get introduced to smoking the cannabis?
Well, actually, the people that came in to buy the papers and pipes and everything like that would sometimes would say, "Do you want some?" And I'd say, "No, I didn't want any." But they'd leave some for me,
right?
I kind of hide it then.
They were leaving you
That's
some.
way
They were
back in-
leaving you some head stash, Rachel.
Yeah, right.
Right.
I take it home. I didn't know what to do with it. I didn't know, but my husband did because he was a European. Yeah.
And the Europeans are pretty famous for using hash and rolling their hash into their cigarettes.
That's it. Well, see, he knew all about that. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
And so, when did you
Well,
move? When did you move from Jersey to New Orleans?
When my son moved here
2009.
when did you come here?
Back and forth since 2009. I share my mom with my sister.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
She's 6 months in South Jersey, 6 months here.
Yeah.
That's
I go back and forth.
fantastic. That's fantastic.
My daughter does not allow me to smoke marijuana in her house.
What's that all
Her
about?
husband used to smoke it. Yeah.
So I
I
bet
can't
you
say that
you-
because if Casey hears it.
I bet you like staying with your son better, huh?
Yes.
Well, I can understand that.
Yes.
But so I guess what I'm trying to figure out, Rachel. So you moved from Jersey to New Orleans. While you were aware of cannabis, and you even, in essence, indirectly participated in helping people, use cannabis as a medicine, even before you knew it was a medicine. And then you get to New Orleans. Did you start meeting some of your new friends there, and then that was your first exposure in terms of thinking about trying it, or was it something that you and Andre spoke about and kind of worked on ahead of time?
Well, when he was about 10, when we were still in Jersey.
He wants to hear about here, Mom. Tell him about
I don't-
here.
well-
Talk about,
With whom?
Julia, who introduced you to it.
Okay.
You don't have to
Yeah, I
use
had
any
a
names,
friend.
no names, but that's
Yeah, that's right. Tell him that.
I
That's
know
not
you.
fair.
We heard that earlier.
I had a friend who actually, well, she moved here too, but she didn't come from here. Yeah, but yeah, she used to hang out with me, or I used to hang out with her. Yeah, she started. Well, yeah, she's
So
the one that started me on.
she was the first. She was your
Yeah.
first exposure to it, and
Yes.
when you started to think about the potentially using it yourself, was it strictly from a medicinal perspective, or did you or were you seeking other type of relaxation and other type of benefits
It
from it?
was just for the fun of it because she was doing it. I had to participate.
Sure.
Couldn't leave her alone. Yeah, no, monkey
See,
see,
though,
monkey
this tells you
does.
peer
A
pressure.
great person to be with.
Even at the great age of 88, peer pressure still exists. That's what we're just learning here. And so you first tried it with her. So you did it with your friend the first time.
Yes. She brought
how-
me the stuff.
And tell us
grind
about
it.
the first
grinding
time.
it up too. Okay.
Yep. Tell us all about it. Tell us about the whole process the first time. We can't get enough of this.
I still don't know how to do it. I just take it and just crumple it in my hand and put it in the pipe and just light it. And the first puff, I was a smoker. And I think I quit smoking when I was 60 because the cigarettes went up. A carton of cigarettes went up from $3 to it went up to $3. It was cheaper than that.
Wow.
And I said, no, I can't afford that. So I gave up smoking. But now when I smoke the pipe, I choke on it because my throat isn't used to all that smoke.
Yeah, pipe's
So
a
I
little
don't smoke.
stronger.
Well,
a little stronger.
that's
Yeah.
interesting because
It is stronger.
it is stronger. So one of the things we learned about you, Rachel, is that you specifically have a preference for glass pipes when you use cannabis. Is that the case?
I don't know the difference between glass or whatever. Yeah, it doesn't matter.
So I-
There's a
As
pipe.
long as you have the product. Huh?
So you know what I want to do, Rachel. I'll say if you take a look at your screen right here. Let me put it right here.
Yeah.
So this is a glass piece, but this has a water reservoir in the bottom. And what happens is the smoke goes down through the water and then comes out. So it does cool it down a little bit. I'm gonna get your address at the end of this, and I'm gonna send you one of our glass pipes.
Oh, you
Because
really wanna make
I
me
don't
happy.
want your throat to burn. I don't. Not at all.
So, do you have any glass pipes
never
left
knew
from
they
your
had
business?
No. No.
So So one of the things that Andre and I were talking about, we were talking about some old stories. I think there's a story involving Andre where he might have. Yeah, you want to tell us about that one?
Yeah. My husband and I were sitting in the living room watching TV, and someone, I guess, had given me a little of the marijuana.
This is
And-
what after you close the store, right?
No, this is when we had this store. Still had this store. Yeah, somebody gave me a little bit. So I said to my husband, so I put it, tried to, no, I think the person that gave it to me all rolled up because I didn't know how to roll one.
Okay.
And I was there. I said, let me try it. And Andre was sitting in his bedroom. And I said, okay. So I lit up and I smoked the puff. And then all of a sudden he comes out of his room and he says, I smell marijuana. I says, how do you know about that? And I smacked him one.
So that was a nice spin.
How'd that feel, Andre?
Well, it's funny because she's reprimanding me for doing what she wouldn't let us even look at.
Yeah, that's right.
Meanwhile, we were selling all the paraphernalia for it in the shop.
So that's the
You know,
old adage,
Mom-
don't do as I
Mom
do,
will walk
do as
into
I
a
say.
Right, exactly. She'll still walk into the local supermarkets back in South Jersey, and there are still customers from the 70s and 80s that still recognize her
Yeah.
because of that one little counter that they had in.
See,
it was a gorgeous.
Rachel,
gift shop with-
Rachel, that's how important it was. Like the service you provided back then was so important that people are still thanking you when they see you to the day.
Icon.
I guess it must have been.
Yeah, I think
Yes.
so. And listen, back in the day, it was not easy necessarily to get, not like it is today, where you can go to every corner store and grab whatever you want.
Right.
Before, it was a bit taboo.
Few places.
It's a bit taboo, and you had to figure
It
out where
was.
you could go, and you cherished those places.
And like you said, we had to use the proper language, tobacco,
Yeah.
no terms of
Yeah,
cannabis
right.
or anything like that.
Well, Rachel's not
Right.
playing. Rachel's not playing any games because she was smoking the weed, and Andre, that wasn't smoking the weed, he got in trouble.
He got in trouble.
Yeah, well, well, listen, he shouldn't have been snooping around, right, Rachel?
I guess all school children, talk to one another, and they all know about it. I guess, yeah.
So let's bring ourselves to today and today and what this looks like for you. So where do you procure your cannabis? Are there dispensaries in nearby where you are where you
People
can?
give it to me. People still give it to me because I don't know where to buy it. No, I don't. I honestly don't.
So
It's
Rachel,
not legal here.
Oh, I
didn't
got
know
you,
that.
got you. So it's not. Yeah. So. All right. Well,
You have some good friends.
People
I was just thinking,
feel sorry
Rachel. No
for
one.
me and give me a little.
I'm going to use this line. I'm going to every time my co-host Todd comes, I'm going to tell him I don't know where to get it. I just need you to just give it to me, bro.
Well, we won't have a problem with that, Mr. Phil. I got something for you
That's
right
the
now.
truth. I don't know where to purchase it.
So why don't you
this
give
one-
us a day in the life of Rachel? Tell us what a day looks like for you. How do you spend your days now?
My day now is not it's not with the
No, tell her-
marijuana now.
no, but tell her about the
it's with the
casino.
casinos. I'm a casino person now.
Oh yeah,
but
and
But,
riverboat casinos.
no,
Just
no,
a regular
Harris.
one.
That's
Gotcha. So
and
tell us.
and Atlantic City has 12 casinos.
So
They
how do you like the
do.
casino scene in New Orleans as opposed to New Jersey?
How do I see it?
Now, how do you like the casinos here opposed to New
There's
Orleans?
only one. Actually, well, I shouldn't say that. I was going to say Biloxi. I like the.
She likes
casino.
going to Mississippi where there's a little more choices
Yeah.
than just having
Got
the
you.
one.
I got you.
Yeah.
Well, one of the
you
things
know,
that we can do, Rachel, when you come to Atlantic City, let us know, and we'll take you over to our friends at High Roller Dispensary, and we can show you around and show you all kinds of different things. They have a very beautiful lounge there where you can hang out a little bit. So when you get
Atlantic
back
City?
in Atlantic City, so when you get back here, we would love to meet you at some point because you're just
Okay.
very wonderful.
Okay.
So one of the things that we
Now,
want
where?
They're out of Philadelphia.
Philadelphia.
Yeah,
Also,
we're-
you're close to Atlantic.
Yeah, we're very
Yes,
close.
very close.
We're within what they
Yeah.
call striking distance, and so we could definitely come visit you. So how is cannabis a part of your day? Is it a nighttime thing, a daytime thing? How do you use it
It's
now? And is it
Only when I have a friend around that smokes it.
gotcha?
Do I take a puff or two, and that's it.
And
Yeah,
you
Okay.
take it at night for your arthritis.
yeah. And for my arthritis, I have to say it's for my arthritis.
Sure, I got you. I
Yeah.
got you. So is it something that is it something you do daily, or is it more situationally based?
It's just when I meet up with some of my friends. That's yeah.
So how often do
it's
you
no
meet
fun
with your
smoking
friends?
alone.
What, once a week, twice a week?
A couple of times a week. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice.
Well, you know what, Rachel? I can hang out with you.
What?
Yes, he can.
Anytime. Okay.
And Rachel,
I'll be
he
back
won't
in
leave.
Jersey.
I won't leave.
He won't leave either. He'll stay
I'll
for a
be
while.
back in Jersey in January. So
Listen,
come
I-
down and visit.
I will. I love Jersey.
We're gonna-
I grew up in
Oh,
Jersey.
Todd,
I'll
we're
be
going to
there.
visit. We're going to visit Rachel when she's in town for sure.
Yeah.
So, have you tried edibles, or or do you?
No, I have never had an edible. I haven't tried that. And everyone keeps telling me they're going to give me one. They're going to give me
No.
one. I never got one.
Your brownies. That's enough.
Give her a damn edible, guys.
Andre,
Those little pills
where
that-
you at?
Those are gummies.
Oh, those are gummies. I see. I'm confused.
But that's an edible. Gummies are edibles.
Okay. Yeah. That's what I thought you were talking about.
Yeah, so
Gummies, I've never-
anytime you consume cannabis through your mouth, it's usually in the form they call it edibles. I've and
Right.
we know chefs that cook with it and create full meals with it. They get pretty intense.
Well, let me tell you, the first time I had that, I was on a cruise with my son, and who were we with? I forget.
And my partner and his mom.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I was with somebody too. Oh, and his mom.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And you tell the story about that because you tell it well. Yeah.
Give it to us,
Tell him
Andre.
what you did.
She was too high to
Tell him what
remember.
you did to me. No,
She was a mess because my partner at the time, his mom was cancer, so it was a request from her to please bring some brownies from New Orleans. So there's this one woman in town that makes these delicious edibles, and she made us a tray of these
Yeah.
brownies, and they were obviously the sativa ones because we laughed our asses off. It all hit everybody at the same time at the table.
I thought
and-
it was dessert.
And my mother,
Yeah.
my mother laughed so hard she peed her pants. We were at the captain's table, and the whole time we're on the boat.
That happens when
Yeah,
you get old.
and the whole time we were on the cruise ship, all she could complain about is like she didn't, because she's too cheap. She didn't want to buy any of the beverages, that were a surcharge. So all she complained about was the awful peach iced tea. So as I'm walking her drenched, her drenched self back to the cabin, she's like, "My mouth is so dry.
Yeah, my mouth,
My mouth
was
is so dry. Oh my God, I need something to drink."
Hilarious.
So I gave her a glass of the disgusting peach iced tea that she cursed the entire time. And the first thing she said as she took her first sip, she says, "That is the most delicious thing I've ever had."
That's timing is everything, right, Andre? Timing is important.
But he tricked me with that brownie. That wasn't nice. I told him.
It was kind of cool because all four of us, the high hit us all four of us at the same time. It was a great memory. It was the best part of the cruise ship, quite frankly.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, listen, brownies, they can be very good if they're made properly. It's a great way to enjoy the plant for sure.
So Rachel, when you smoke,
Yes.
do you get the munchies?
The
munchies.
Yes,
munchies.
yes, I do. Yes, I do. Oh, one time I was playing cards with my girlfriends,
Yep.
and she gave me a smoke, and I said, "Geez, I'm hungry," and I kept eating and eating and eating. Yeah,
Rachel, is it
That's not
possible
good.
for me to fall in love with you in 40 minutes? You are fantastic. We love this. This is so great. Fantastic. Is there any other really great stories? Because one of the things that we want to do before we wrap things up today is we figured, we would medicate together maybe. And, so we planned, but is there anything else? Is there any really good things from your past that we've missed that we?
tell them about what
Tell them the story about
my tenant.
your tenants. Yeah.
Oh, we had a tenant
Okay.
in South Jersey, and they were growing marijuana in their yard, and I think a whole truck came to pick up the marijuana. I think they had 2 or 3 plants in the backyard because the home we have in
South Jersey.
in South Jersey is 5 acres, and the house we rented to them was 5 acres. So they planted a little plot of marijuana, so I guess.
Ooh.
And a
they
whole
were-
big truck came. Yeah.
No, but not the truck.
But-
They were drying it on their house,
they
and
were
she was doing her normal rounds of collecting her rents. And I guess they were late on their rent, and she was like running up. They were all scared, thinking, "Oh my God!" She's like, "I don't care what you're smoking or growing.
I just wanna
wanted
get
to
paid."
rent. That was it."
Just want to
That's gangster.
what Rachel, they just didn't know how cool you were. They thought you were there for a different reason. You were there just to get your money.
They didn't like me because I was their landlord.
Well, listen, this is so much fun having you on here, Rachel. We would love to let's before we all say goodbye to each other, and I think we'll see each other again. There's some other projects we're working on, and you're going to be in Atlantic City, and I think we'll definitely have a chance to cross paths again. But what we did,
come down
absolutely, we're going to come down and visit you. What we did is we packed a bowl too that we're gonna smoke this with you. You have a lighter?
I will get one.
Okay, I'm going to try
You don't
and light
have
this
one?
one up.
No,
I
leave
got it.
leave us on. And listen, control room. Can you send somebody in here with a lighter, because we don't have a lighter. We just realized our bowl was packed.
And we need it.
Hold on a second. Hang on a second. Yeah, wait. What? We want
I'm
to.
so anxious.
No, we want to do it with you. We just don't have a lighter. So I'll tell you
we
what.
held her up. It'll be one second.
I'll get a lighter. You talk to Rachel for a second, Todd.
Yeah, well, sorry about that, Rachel.
Okay,
'cause
Todd.
It's nothing like interfering with a good smoke.
Okay.
But I think we are ready.
Did he find one?
Yes, he did.
It didn't take long. They got us.
Okay.
Well, here, go ahead. All right, go
I
ahead,
hope this
Rachel.
lights.
All right.
I'm going to try.
Let's go.
Let's go. Look at this. Late night green history. We've never done this before like this.
Did you see that?
We did see that, Rachel.
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
See?
We love it. We love it. We love it. We love it. We love it.
God.
And that's why they call us Cough Country, because after we do this, usually we all cough, and so that makes you a citizen, Rachel, citizen of Cough Country. We appreciate you. Any final words that you would love to tell us or say before? Because we just want to, we have a few final words for you, but we're going to let you go first.
No, thank you for having me on. I appreciate that. But I'm here. What can I tell you? 92. I don't know why I'm here, but God left, is.
Your work here is not done.
No, I guess not.
Yeah, that's right, Rachel. Your work here is not done. I think Andre said it the best. And listen,
Yes.
you are in great shape. You look fantastic. You're sharp as.
I feel good.
Yeah,
I
and
feel good.
You
Thank
look
so
good.
much. I thank God.
And I just want to thank you and Andre. I think you guys. Oh, actually, you know what? We have a couple pictures of your family that we want to put up real quick. I forgot about that.
Okay.
Yeah, because I want to show the audience. Look at control room. If you can put one of these up. This is
Wow.
Oh my God. Yes.
This is Rachel's beautiful family.
Yes, my daughter and my son. Yes.
What a great photo.
Yes.
And then we've
Yes.
got one more of Rachel, and that's her right there.
Oh, wow.
And again,
That's
she's
last.
just,
That's my girl right
That's
there.
last year.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
listen, you look absolutely fantastic, Rachel, and I
Still
can't.
getting around. Thank God for that. Yes, I'm still getting around. As I
Hey,
told
right.
you, my body, I'm 92, but I still think like I'm 40.
You know what?
Yeah.
That's great.
I
I
still-
love
yeah.
40-year-old women. I have one question for you. One question for you, Rachel. Just one question. You like brothers?
Do I like what?
Do you like brothers?
Black guys.
Do you like black men?
Oh, I love everybody.
Okay.
I love everybody. Believe me.
All right.
and
well,
and
Why?
we love
You
love
want to be my boyfriend? Do you
yes,
want to be
well,
my boyfriend?
Listen.
Anytime.
Listen. As soon as we go off air, I'm going to get your phone number.
Yep.
Yes.
Well, listen, what a way to come to it.
It was a pleasure being on.
It is
great to have
the
you.
pleasure is ours, Rachel. The pleasure is ours. I want to thank you again. I want to thank Andre for helping coordinate this.
Yeah.
Shout out
Thank
to
you.
Paul Friel, because this started with Paul Friel, and I want to give him a shout out. What else am I missing, real quick? Anything?
Janine Massaro. Let's thank Janine for getting Mom on the show.
Thank you, Janine.
Yes, thanks. That's right, Janine. Thank you, Janine, and
If I
thank
get
you,
into
Paul.
trouble, I'll call her.
That's correct.
Okay.
If there's any problems, please blame Janine. Thank you. Thanks. So real quick, we're going to say thank you again to you, Rachel. I'm going to ask the control room to come back to us real quick. We're going to make a quick announcement, and then we will see you soon. When you're in Atlantic City, make sure you communicate with us. We're going to come see you.
I will. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for having me on.
Thank you.
Okay. Good night.
Take care. Yep, good night. Well, Todd.
Well, I think I have a new girlfriend. And I didn't ask her out yet, but maybe that's coming.
Nope. Leave her alone. She doesn't need anybody like you. So listen, guys, we're going to take a quick break, and then we will be back at 10 o'clock. We're going to do a short late night show. There's a few people in. I think Harlem's in the house too.
Ooh, Harlem in the house?
Harlem might be in the house.
Good.
Yeah. So all right, guys. Just again, thank you to Rachel. Thank you to Andre. What a great family, and what a great come in here and be honest and tell everybody about this. And she wasn't a cannabis user her whole life, but she contributed to other people's cannabis usage. And then at the ripe age of 88, she comes full circle and starts smoking weed.
A major player in the game.
Well, guys, we will see you back here in a few, probably about 10 o'clock.
Premium flower, edibles, concentrates, or tinctures, we have you covered with over 100 different strains to choose from, all of which are able to be seen, smelled, and thoroughly examined in our elegant showroom. If you're in a rush, we offer a seamless online ordering system that allows for in-depth exploration of all that we have to offer. So whether you're a novice or a seasoned stoner, be sure to stop by High Roller Dispensary and we'll make sure you're floating on Cloud 9 by the time you leave.
I'm Rob Cantrell, and you're watching Cough Country TV. Right here, right now. This is it. You're watching it. Cough Country. You're in this country, cough it up. Cough it up for Cough Country TV. Right here, right now, on the internet and beyond. Media, television, pizza, weed, legalized.
Right around here, 15 inches, maybe if you're younger, you go up to 19 inches, you know? Yeah, you know, you already went the bigger.
Sometimes a CIO might make commitments to a CEO that they just can't fulfill. And it's very hard to succeed in those environments. You really want to be able to set the expectation right up front.
How would you feel with no sex, no weed for a month or two? I'm going to be really angry.
I just feel sorry for Jake.
Yeah, Jake's going to get fucked up.
Wow, this is Phil. Yeah, for this is all you. This is the Cough Country OG pink hoodie.
No, our motto is when they go low, we get high.